That sounds like somebody peeing. Welcome to Hammered and Cheese. I am your host, Dino the Genetic Marvel. This is my co-host, Cole Clayton at Sniffing Glue 22. And our guest for today, who wasn't the one urinating, is Atlas Novack. Now, with all that happening, as you might have seen, everyone, we are cooking Napoleons Gnocchi. Now, how do you spell gnocchi? It's not right spelling. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous word, but it is a tasty dish. So,
I don't even know how to spell Napoleon.
Listen, in honor of the fact that Napoleon the movie, which has a reasonably heighted person cast as it, don't ask me about that, it is coming out on Thursday. So with all of the celebrations around Napoleon, we are doing Napoleon's Gnocchi, also because Atlas is like, I love it, it's my favorite. So that's what we're going to do today. Is it...
I believe Walking Phoenix is actually like 6 foot tall, actually.
We're a redhead? Sure. That's a word. Hey, what's up?
I think he's talking about Nina.
What are we drinking tonight? The remnants of a soda, and then I have a hard cider on deck.
Atlas is living large with a hard cider.
Shut up.
Yeah, because, well, let's be honest, Atlas has murdered people, so hard cider is about as far as he goes. Then when it comes to Cole, what are you drinking today, sir?
Rum and Coke.
Rum and Coke, a traditional French drink for a French emperor. That's fine. Yeah.
It's called Cuban Libre.
I think it was Corsican, which is like kind of by Italy, and then it got bought by France or something.
Let's be very clear. It took Atlas less than 2 minutes for him to pipe in that he's like, technically he was born in Corsica, which doesn't actually make him French.
This is why we're making gnocchi.
When he was a kid, he would go, like, he got sent off to school, and he would get made fun of because he would be speaking French in like an Italian accent, which is fucking hilarious in my opinion.
And that's why we still make fun of how Italians speak today. If you ever go to New Jersey, you'll experience it. They're the worst. And they're like, where's the gabagool? That's not a thing. Just to be very clear, gabagool is not a real thing. And if you
I always wonder, I'm like, what is gabagool? It doesn't sound appetizing.
Cider and rum and Coke. Guess I'll drink straight turpentine to catch up. I mean, that's a reasonable conclusion.
I'm down. I'll drink it with you.
Yeah.
There was like a what's it called? The like Inglourious Bastards, where you have Brad Pitt with the Buongiorno. Like that's basically what Napoleon had going on.
Yeah.
Whoa, gabagool.
Gabagool is Capicolo. That's fine. And also too. Okay, listen. Why do you have to tempt fate like that, Cole?
That's my
a little trick I learned from watching a bar guy from Japan. He goes, they'll put a very, very thin leaf under your cup so that it will never stick to your coaster, because when
that's never happened before.
I'm like, you've never had a cold drink on a hot day? He lives in Ohio, people. He's definitely had a cold drink on a hot day. Because Ohio is
a cold day, that's for sure.
That's for sure. Well, Ohio is this weird belly button of America, right? It's like it is cold because it's right out there, but it's also hot because it's like a festering wound that has never closed up. It's fine. It's fine.
It's just humid here all the time. It's always wet.
Wait, that makes sense because Maine is America's dick, Florida's the ball sack, Ohio's the belly button. So it's just kind of somebody like lying down in the U.S., which, yeah, that.
It's a dead body, like a crime scene. They're just like, they died on America.
There's this divot in the top of Ohio. I always thought Ohio was more of like the vagina of America. Like Mother America.
More like the gonorrhea of America, people. That's okay. Listen, Ohio is a beautiful place, and Cleveland is actually quite enjoyable. The people are horrible. It's kind of like Paris. You're like, it's beautiful. People, not so much. There's a lot of like one-legged people. It's weird, but that's fine. Like everyone's got an eye patch, and they switch it halfway through. It's weird, but that's fine. So, all right, Atlas, you're the one who's walking us through this recipe. We might as well get the ball rolling. So, Napoleon's Gnocchi, where do we start?
Okay, well, first off, you have to make the gnocchi, which, should do by
I love that you pronounce it the gnocchi and not gnocchi, which is
Gnocchi. All right, you're freaking.
listen. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. Atlas is one of those guys who will consistently pronounce words wrong. Like he's like, it's a biopic. No, it's a biopic. How dare you, sir? You have a creative writing degree. That's because you can't read, Cole. Don't get involved in this thing.
That's fair.
Okay.
Fair
So
point.
you want to boil your potato dish of choice for like 2 to 3 minutes or so, or until it floats to the top.
All right, fair
So
enough.
I have like a rolling boil going on. I'm like putting these in one at a time so I don't freaking burn myself because I have to do this on camera. Normally, this would not be a problem. I wouldn't have a third thing that I'm balancing. But yeah. Also, typically what people will do is they'll start with the cold water, but I kind of don't care. So just kind of boil it till it floats to the top.
Got it.
Holy shit.
It is hilarious to watch you drop that in that water. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. No, this is way funnier than doing it.
It is. I can only imagine how you look when you cook bacon, sir. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Also, for those that are watching, in any case, if you ever forget where Kentucky is, you'll know from this picture. It goes Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, Tennessee, and then on the plate is the chicken. So,
fun.
Listen, you always know where Kentucky is. It's the chicken. So, all right. So we have that boiling. Once it rises to the top, we would be taking it out of there, correct?
Yeah.
Hello.
Once it rises to the top, you want to.
We'll do that later. All right, go play.
Hello. Go play.
We have an invading force. It's perfect. That's all right.
Yeah.
He's not leaving right now. He's like, I'm in the show now.
He's waiting to give Cole a thumbs down on his gnocchi. That's fine. It's understandable.
So, you want to, like, every once in a while, like, stir the gnocchi and because otherwise they'll stick to each other. But,
you heard it here first, people.
No.
So walkie-talkies are neat. So his walkie-talkies are neat has suggested, may I suggest putting the gnocchi on a ladle before putting them in the scorching boiling water?
You cannot.
A man of reason. Listen, he's trying to make it not look like you were hilarious. I'll tell you that much. You're going to watch this and you're going to be like, that was a ridiculous thing. But hey.
There was that, and then also, like, I'm really bad at multitasking, which is why I'm not a professional chef.
Are we waiting? Dad?
Go play.
Oh, no!
Go play.
No! I want to be in the show.
As everyone knows on this show, Cole's son will not talk to him all day until he comes on camera, and then he's like, I want to be on the TV. It's pretty great. So, all right, everyone, we're back. Let's.
The other thing that's going on is you have asparagus in like a sage cream sauce.
All right.
So you want to cut your stalks of asparagus into stuff like that big.
All right.
So maybe
the size of your finger.
No, the size of a thumbnail.
The top joint, a thumbnail, sure.
Sure. Yeah.
The top joint of a finger, people. That's what we're talking about. And Cole is going to cut them one at an individual time, and the rules be damned. I love it.
I realized I forgot the olive oil. So,
are we sauteing these?
A little bit of olive oil on a like medium low heat.
Medium low heat, and we are sauteing them, Cole.
Got it.
Yeah. So you put them on like a medium low heat. Make sure to move fast on this because olive oil has a low smoke point.
You may want to put a wooden spoon on top of that boiling water.
Boiling water.
I
can hear it.
Put a boiling spoon. There you go. You're good.
Yeah.
Even walkie-talkies are near. Like, watch the gnocchi, my man. Put a wooden spoon across the pot. That is a classic trick, people. Classic trick.
Does that happen with other people on the show typically? Or?
Well, we've only had one guest, and it was Nina Dicker, and she was fantastic. Let's be honest. She made a dish that was actually quite a lot better than how Cole's looked, but they both looked quite delicious. So, you know.
Okay.
Oh, fuck you, Dino.
All right. So while that's going on, you're putting the asparagus. I think I got most of it in there.
Sure.
Into the pan, and where did I put there it is. You're gonna kind of saute it in the pan. I also realized I forgot to get garlic. So normally, try some garlic and throw it in there with the asparagus.
All right.
Sauteing.
Cole, throw some garlic in there if you do.
I got you. You know I got garlic.
I know you have garlic, sir. You're a man
I'm
that
gonna
hates.
throw garlic in it anyway.
Cole has been public about his hate for kissing women, and garlic is what helps him on a daily basis. That's fine.
And he also hates vampires, so that's good.
Also true. Listen, that's why Greeks never worry about it. There you go. Spice World, garlic. He's going to squeeze it in there.
America's fave.
America's fave, of course.
The gnocchi's done, so throwing that down onto the strainer.
Ah, there you go.
That's good.
And Cole, my wife says, are you sure Sprite or ginger ale won't do the trick?
I got ginger ale.
All right. And Walkie Talkie Janine said, if you have some olive oil, add a bit of it to the boiling water to help them separate. There you go.
Thank you, Walkie Talkie Janine.
Walkie Talkie Janine, you're a gentleman and a scholar. And also, secretly, he is Italian. That's all right, everyone. He knows what he's doing. And Atlas is doing his patented hand cheese move as a
His best. Atlas is doing his best.
An amuse-bouche, as you will.
Yeah. Well, because I wanted to get a block of cheese, but they didn't have the kind I like, so I did get the bag of cheese.
That'll
So
happen.
you're gonna be throwing a little bit of.
Did you say Vagisil?
The store just didn't have blocks of Parmesan cheese like I wanted, so.
That's fine. Walkie Talkie says, I am mostly brain dead, but thank you. Well, we are all mostly brain dead, sir. That's how we keep things rolling. Shredded Parmesan. Just to be clear, everyone, whenever you're buying Parmesan, you want to go with Parmigiano Reggiano because that is a controlled substance. Okay, that is a key component.
That is the best.
And also, too, if you do your best, try and have it in a block and shred it yourself. It is a lot more work. However, there will be no anticoagulating chemicals, and it is traditionally better for you. And remember, lactose disappears after 2 months of aging cheese. So, for those of you who have problems on the back nine, it works for you.
The back nine.
Yeah. The front nine is the top, the back nine is the bottom. Yeah. Lactose disappears. So, that means you can eat it and not crap your pants, which, for Atlas, that is a special treat.
What's the middle nine?
Well, wait. Do you have the thing on this show, or just for?
No. I try not to use it, but in an effort to be just so caring to you, let's just make sure that we just drop a little.
I shit my pants. I have shit in my pants right now.
And that's how we do it here.
Not on the cooking show.
On a cooking show as well, everyone. All right.
Last thing is heavy cream.
Heavy cream in with the cheese and the asparagus and the spices and the garlic. Gold, do you have any whipping cream?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
of
you
course.
just kind of throw that around. You can add more cheese if you want on this part, but once this starts to firm up, then you squeeze some lemon juice in it.
What do I need whipping cream for?
You already have your lemon cream sauce done, no?
Oh,
Yeah, I do.
In advance. Okay, all right. So you don't need to.
Also,
Oh, yeah,
Cole,
go ahead, just do your thing, Atlas, and we'll listen to you.
and also to Cole, just so you know, with regards to the gnocchi, Walkie Talkie Janine suggested adding a little olive oil into that pot will help them not stick together.
Yeah, I heard that, and I already did it.
All righty. Dino, you're on point with the Parmigiano Reggiano. Alternate is Grana Padano from north of Italy because we are inclusive.
Woo!
So,
Love it.
More history facts is that
Just
Napoleon, when he would go on campaign, he would make stopovers in Italy for the food and then keep going because he was a fucking
Well,
nerd.
listen. Just when everyone thought we were being mature, walkie-talkies are neat has jumped in and said, "Would Cool Whip work or the cream of some young guy?" And the answer is absolutely. Actually, hilariously. So, a little history on myself, guys. I have what's termed a black hole in my mouth. Essentially, food doesn't disappear. There are no crumbs. It just all goes in and vanishes miraculously. Now, that being said, the one time ever that I've seen my father refuse a meal was in France. It was beef, and it tasted like it was so salty that he couldn't actually complete the meal. And it was the wildest thing I've ever experienced. But that is in France. Yes, that's right. A mouth void, if you will. That is exactly what I have. It has its own gravitational pull, and it is majestic. And that's why my wife loves me as well. So, all right. And Cole, what are you doing there, buddy? You're
waiting for directions.
Okay. Where are you at? What are you doing?
I'm just sauteing this asparagus. Am I ready to put the cream in?
Atlas?
If you've already made the cream sauce in advance, it's kind of like you just put it in at the end, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you're adding
made this before.
Yeah, throw it in. Because is the asparagus cooked? Good enough. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, well, like the cream and stuff is supposed to go in at the end. So if you made the sauce, in advance, just throw it in at the end.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this turns out good. I have never made this before.
Listen, remember salt, pepper, and garlic. Those are important things. They have been added, except for in Atlas' side because he forgot the garlic, which I feel like that might be somehow racist. But
that's like a hate crime. Yeah, I was going to say it's like a war crime. Like there are like dictators, ironically enough, who have been charged for less.
Walkie-talkies you need also suggests if you have any fresh basil, it would also go with your meal.
I don't have fresh basil. I have,
sage,
dried basil.
Atlas has added sage because he's a fancy guy. That's how Californians do it. But so far, the cream sauces are looking delicious, both of you.
I guess if
it's okay. Don't worry about it. You're okay. There you go. Now we're just looking at his pajamas and Cole's crotch and both of your hands. It's perfect.
Yeah,
and it's my beautiful face.
It's the mayor's assistant from the Powerpuff Girls.
Listen, if you want to see cooking, it's over there, right here. Okay. We have a full man and just a plan, and then we have my beautiful face that is dictating exactly what's happening. It's fine.
Better. Good.
Walkie-talkies your niece says, "Nice eggplant, Atlas." That's fine. That's.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey,
for one time, I saw Atlas perform, and I don't know what he had going on with his jeans. He was wearing these really tight jeans. And let me tell you, Atlas has a hog. Okay? I'm going to let you know right now.
It's wider than it is long.
Me too!
Imagine if that was real. If that was serious.
And that's why they call you too the cheese wheel. Yeah. That's fine. It's
that's Ron White. That's not me.
All right, so we are mixing in the gnocchi into the sauce.
Yep. Getting near the end here.
Cole, did you strain your gnocchi yet?
Oh yeah.
All right. Mix it in with that asparagus, sir. Come on.
Got it.
All right. This is magically going quite fast, everyone. So hey.
Here's the other thing. So like my fiance used to be a baker professionally. She went to like Cordon Bleu and all that stuff. So I have this major inferiority complex about cooking.
Yes.
In the house together, she's at work right now, and I have the week off because I'm a teacher. And it's like I just like I'm not really sure how to do that. How to like make stuff for her, and then she'll be like, "You forgot this, or you should have done this." Or whatever, like it just bothers me,
so,
and I think that's a bad thing to take the heat off.
As you're about to get married, what you do is number one, when someone gives you advice like that, and it's your spouse, because they touch your wiener, you just say thank you, and that's it. Now, if it's somebody you hate, you go, hey, you know what you could say instead is thank you, and go fuck yourself. Now, so it goes both ways, people. You want to make sure that you're kind. But
what if someone you hate touches your wiener? What happens then?
Then you're allowed to physically attack them with violence. It's great.
Okay.
That's
always a
the
good
rule.
time. All right.
Listen, sometimes people, listen, after all is said and done, here. What is Walkie Talkies and Eat says, shake the pot like you would make popcorn to mix things up with the spoon. That's wonderful advice.
Yeah,
Walkie Talkies and Eat, you are a sous chef and a gentleman. There you go.
Walkie Talkie should come on the show. Like, he knows so much.
Hell yeah.
Listen.
Walkie Talkies and Eat is also a frequent listener of Generation Dan, Dino and I's other short show. Are genuinely fragile. You don't want to ruin the shape. Yes.
You would think that, but these two are definitely going to make them puddles of goo. That's okay. It'll still be delicious.
It's so good.
It's goo with asparagus and cream sauce. Hey, it's okay. Let's be honest. Goo tastes delicious. Whether you like it or not, people, that is just a scientific fact, and the term is goo, definitely.
Got that. Let me take that picture.
Send me a picture, sir. Let's go here. All right, things are happening, people. It's very exciting. We're so close to the end.
Coming at you. I'm sorry it's so short.
There we go. That is a fantastic picture, sir. I love it.
Good. We can you guys can also continue to talk shit while I wash and put stuff away.
Listen, if anyone's going to talk shit, it's going to be us. All right, everyone. So here is look at Atlas is even putting things away. He's like a real adult and everything. That brat bastard.
Oh yeah, I don't put shit away till tomorrow.
Cole waits things for them to walk back into the fridge on their own. So, as it turns out, this is Atlas's meal. And Cole just disappeared because he's taking a picture. He'll be back shortly, but that is the meal. It looks delicious, Atlas.
Because he does it on his phone, right? That's why he's just here.
Yeah, well, that's the funny thing is he has two phones, so I'm not sure why, but he does that. Uncork a nice bottle of red. You guys are killing it. Looks good. See, that's what I thought, but instead they're like, we're having cider and rum and cokes, and I'm like, you are the worst Americans ever. I'm
just not a wine guy, like in general.
Have you talked to yourself? You constantly whine.
That's wine with an H, and yes, you're right.
All right.
We're gonna take that down a level.
There, we're waiting for Cole. So let's go for the first taste test, sir. And
it kept its structural integrity, and I think it tastes pretty good. It's got a nice acid to it because of the lemon.
So the result is it's kept its shape, and things are tasting pretty good. I feel like that's a success.
I'm going to say a solid B+.
A solid B+. Listen, if you were a person of color, you'd get into Harvard. That's great. If you guys want to be extra fancy, just use the tips of the asparagus. Yeah. Listen, we don't waste that kind of stuff around here. Come on, Walkie Talkies and Eat. You know that.
Now, here's the fun part: is tomorrow I'm going to be peeing like straight sulfuric acid and wonder why. And then be like, because that's what happens. Like it's that or beets, right? We're like,
listen,
oh wait, it's beets.
That is one of those things that I've been working into some of my comedy where I'm like, I'm at an age, a lot of friends will call me and be like, hey, I need to go to the hospital. I'm like, okay.
And I'm back.
And all right, so we have this is Atlas's, and we have this. I don't know why he just disappeared, but this is what Cole has made.
It looks so much better.
They both look delicious. I would say Atlas has a more Mediterranean plate, in my opinion, but still, they both look quite delicious.
I think his looks better, like with the plating and everything. I'm talking like it's fucking Master Chef or whatever.
There you go.
I did try to plate better for once.
You did a great job. You did a great job.
All right, I'm gonna let Jack try it. He wants to be on the show so bad today, so go ahead, try it out.
A bit of chili flakes.
All right. So if you have any chili flakes, it has been recommended by Walkie Talkies and Eat, who is actually Italian and quite a
Some of the asparagus.
he is a master of eating. I am. Let's call it
I
that.
hope we have them. Okay, so
Just
it's not like crushed red pepper, right? No?
Sorry?
It's not like crushed red pepper, is it?
Sure.
When he says chili flakes, do you mean like this?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, at crushed red pepper from Domino's.
9 out of 10.
You're a king, sir. Now,
What's that?
10 out of 10.
Is it
I'm
good?
a fat fuck. That is what Dino wants to say. He's not a fat fuck. You should see his arms. They're massive. He is what I like to call a cannonball of a man, just like I was a walking manatee. It's different. Okay? He's compact.
Atlas. Jack said 10 out of 10.
No, I said 9 out of 10.
Oh, you said 9 out of 10. I'm sorry.
Listen, since last time when we made latkes, your son gave it a thumbs down and told it to eat shit.
And ran away.
Yeah,
he ran away.
He literally ran away.
And ran. Physically sprinted.
Nobody could expect less than the master of Europe.
Let's be honest. If Atlas served him that dish, he would have killed him for the fact that he missed the garlic. But hey, that's all right.
I did not realize how easy that was, too. Like, I sped through that in, like, what, 10 minutes?
And it's not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, let's talk his shit before the show. I was like, why are you boiling the water already? Like, we're going to be done so fast.
I didn't realize how long you wanted me to do this for, A. B, I thought it was going to take longer with, like,
for sure,
the prep and everything, and it just didn't. So... Like,
listen, also too, let's be honest, is Atlas is like a some sort of 9th level wizard of anxiety, right? So if he doesn't have everything prepared, he's like, I will lose my fucking shit. That's why it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if Cole has a mic directly at the table or what's making that sound, but you got to turn down that mic because we can hear absolutely everything. And it sounds like you're humping the table. It's quite entertaining.
Floor, yeah.
No, it's my kid. He's over here kicking the stool. Like, he's just over here.
Oh, we know. We can definitely tell.
Like, what the fuck, dude? Stop.
And he's just looking.
Yeah, he's just looking right at the camera, kicking the stool, like, whatever. Like, it don't matter.
Sorry,
your mom lives you in a barn.
How old is your kid, Paul?
Oh, yeah.
He's about to be 8, right? Yep. About to be 8.
Hey.
And December 18th.
Don't tell people that. That's how people get your identity stolen. It's fine. You guys could use the same recipe, use ravioli. Also, that pasta takes literal minutes to cook.
Little minutes to cook. Yeah, exactly. And like, again, not like in the relationship between my fiance and I, the professional baker, I am the do the dishes person. So like,
I eat the food and I'm washed up afterward. That's a solid contribution to the day.
Did you make enough for? Did you make enough for Katie?
I did. Yeah.
You're getting laid tonight, bro. Like a good kind of laid.
He's getting some action. Listen, she's gonna touch his wiener, everyone, and it's convenient because she lives there. It's fine, so she can have a bottle of wine with her Napoleons Gnocchi, and then be like, "Hey, what's up there, Red? You want to?"
You're gonna show her the dictator tonight.
Hey, enter the wheel of cheese.
I want to get my own plate. Can I get my own plate?
Yes, but
Thank you.
God damn, you have no tact. Can I get my own plate?
I only said.
I think the advice we can only provide is, Cole, don't mic your child. That's just so loud.
Every time I bring a family member onto this show, they just act like they've never talked to people before.
Yeah, well, listen. May I have a dish request? Absolutely, Walkie Talkie Sneak. Could you guys do a nice pasta a la carbonara? You know what?
Hell
yeah. If we do a carbonara, it has to be me telling you how to do the recipe, Cole. Because if Cole does a recipe, sauce, which is not how carbonara is.
I will bust out the ginger ale.
It's
not
not.
log these. Like tape requests, log them, and then anytime you have a guest who's like, I don't know what I want to make, you can be like, here's a list of things our viewers.
It's not a bad idea.
Cole has stopped responding to my Instagram messages because I just send him food ideas constantly, and he's like, I don't care anymore. And I'm like, they're so good. So I just started collecting them myself, but we're definitely looking at doing some wild stuff because we've also done we did baked brie and garlic cheese, which was fucking wild because we took a brie, wrapped it in croissants, and then also did garlic bread. And it was banging. So
that was definitely like the weirdest dish we've made so far. Like it was good. I'm not hating or anything. It was just like it was different. You know what I mean? And it was pretty good.
So as well as carbonara, thank you, Walkie Talkies and Me. We are also going to be considering doing some amping up of frozen foods. So we were thinking of doing if you get a frozen pizza, how can you make a frozen pizza actually taste good? Because let's be honest, frozen pizza sucks, right? Even a good frozen pizza sucks. Yeah. So it's how do you take that and actually, because look, you don't need a very good frozen pizza. You need a half decent one. And then you add a certain few elements and then you're good. It will change your life.
Or the long loved Japanese tradition of amping out instant ramen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Throw an egg in it. Do stuff like that.
Yeah. I would love if you would show us how to make a proper tzatziki. That definitely.
So there's two things that we're actually talking about. So Walkie.
I worked in a gyro joint.
So
I can make a tzatziki better than Dino can.
Game on.
It's just that. He's getting taken off the screen. That's how that works. Okay, I have that power.
Secret ingredient. I got right before you say anything, Dino. Secret ingredient: ginger ale.
I swear to God, you're gonna die. My ancestors are gonna haunt your dreams tonight. So
all you have to do was go across the border and kill you. I can say things like that. If he wants to kill me, he has to come all the way down to California.
I will walk. I will walk to murder. Okay, I will walk to murder for those. So, Walkie Talkies and Me, we have actually been talking about this. So, Cole is actually on the verge of getting monetized. I too am in the process of getting monetized. We're still working on getting hours and stuff like that. So, we are looking at options with regards to selling some of our rubs and some spice mixes as merch as well. We are thinking of doing a hammered and cheese wife beater. Also a very a crop top kimono branded as hammered and cheese because
hammered and cheese wife beater better come with a
pre-stained. 100%. I already said that. I was like, it's got to be pre-stained and then have an embroidered, a very fancy embroider in a very inconvenient place, the top of the shoulder. Just so
I'm trying to sell merch, not push merch.
Yeah. So, frozen pizza does suck, but it doesn't have to suck. So we are looking at not only making some stuff and doing some baking, especially now that it's around the holidays, because let's be honest, American Thanksgiving is made up, but Christmas is coming through too. So we want to get ready for all sorts of stuff.
Normally I'd float my baker wife as a guest, but she doesn't do performance anything.
That's okay.
Really, she's not really much of a.
What you can do is you can have her yelling at you from off camera while you do it. Now that is how you.
That's funny.
That's how you stress out somebody who's about to get married. That's you're just stop yelling at me, and it won't stop. So.
Well, you guys are gonna meet her at the wedding. Why not float that to her?
Absolutely. Oh, listen, she won't want to talk to us by the end of the wedding. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
The ammo belt to hold spices will be attached to the kimono. That's probably. It's gonna be very high waisted. It's gonna be back supporting. It's gonna be great. We have ideas. Also,
women don't generally want to talk to me.
Listen. Also, we were thinking of a hammered and cheese. Instead of doing a hat, we were going to do a sombrero because, a small one, but a sombrero anyways. Because
I actually do like the trucker hat idea, though.
Trucker hat
really?
is always good.
You wanted to do a sombrero and not a fucking chef's hat, you idiot?
Nobody's going to buy a chef's hat.
Listen, if you walked around wearing a chef's hat, you're going to get beat up. You're going to get beat up worse than a man who wears capris. Let's be honest, okay? I said that because I really know that Atlas is like, I might have some capris. And you know what?
No, I
Because he
don't
lives in
actually.
California.
No, I'm one of those people who has like the jeans that are all fucked up from like decades of sweeping the ground, right? Like after seeing Kramer on Seinfeld with what he's got going with his pants, I'm like, never with me.
Listen, I only during the pandemic did I ever wear shorts outside of my house, and I'll be honest with you, I was like, I'm not okay with this, but also the comfort level I can appreciate. I didn't go anywhere.
Bathing suits and for sports, and that's it. I will never wear shorts. Like it'll be 90 degrees in LA, I'll be in jeans.
Exactly.
Nah.
Like, listen,
I don't like shorts either. Shorts are weird. Like, why do you need to look at my legs?
Shorts are weird. That's just a scientific fact. All right. We have an idea. Walkie Jockey Journey has sent me a message with regards to a possible merch idea, which is a cat sombrero. I'm all for it, people. I'm all for it. So, anyways, as well, just this past weekend, which is going to be coming out on Thursday now, we also have Generation Dan. We did a Thanksgiving special. And
oh, yeah, I was on that, huh?
Cole was on that as well. So, just so everyone knows,
2/3 of our episodes by this point.
Listen, he's very versatile and available, so it works. It works very easy.
That's a fun way to say last resort.
It is not. No, you have not been last resort. Multiple times I've been like, "Hey, are you free?" Just in case this person cancels out, I'd rather have you. So, well, listen, we had a guest on Generation Dan, which we were like, "Hey, this should be great," and they were the worst person we've ever talked to. And
wait, are we thinking of the same person? I think I know who you're thinking of.
The one who is like wouldn't answer questions. We were like, "Oh, what do you think of this?" They're like, "I don't know," and you're like,
"Yeah, like one sentence." Like when you're on a date with somebody and they clearly don't want to be there.
Yeah.
You know,
well, they want you to know that they don't want to be there. Like they don't want you to. Yeah, and which was weird, but that's
why Dino, you've been like the lead on getting guests so far with this show, because it's like I'm afraid that I'm gonna bring somebody on and they're gonna be miserable. Like, if I'm honest.
So you guys know it was Cole's guest that was like totally stonewalling us, and we're like, "Why are you being like this?" Like,
I know you're talking about now.
It was the weirdest thing because she was very talkative on Twitter, and we were like, "All right, cool, yeah, sure, come on." And then she's like, "I don't know." And you're like, "Why don't you?" We're just asking for an opinion. No one's looking to get canceled. Everything's cool.
Well, that's because I don't like get to know people. I just be like, "Hey, want to do a thing?" I don't care about people generally speaking.
You would think, but yeah, no. So
I don't dig deeper into people much. So.
Not sure if it was with you guys, but Dino had an amazing interview with a rodeo clown dude. Oh yeah, that was in one of my previous shows. That was Sports Balls, and yeah. So that was what is his name? I still follow him on Facebook. Wasn't Dave? I don't know, but he's actually now he operates Truckosaurus as well. So he's a rodeo clown and a barrelman. So like that is actually like he's actually a barrel man, which I'm like, that's wild. Yeah, we also interviewed the Notorious B.O.B., who was hilarious. And we did the garbage disposal. Notorious B.O.B. is a competitive eater who won the wing.
I thought you said B.I.G. I was like, how the fuck did you do that?
I have a time machine. In Canada, everyone gets a time machine. That's how it works. I
was like, how the fuck old are you?
I, the noticeably FAT, interviewed the Notorious.
That's fair.
FAT.
Yeah, no, I still watch Notorious B.O.B. And also, we interviewed the garbage disposal, who I'm hoping to have back. He's the garbage disposal.
The garbage disposal. Yeah.
Hey, he will eat hot dogs, like whole hot dogs, like one after the other, and he's like, and he'll eat like 9. And today, he actually just put a video on Facebook where he ate a plate of spaghetti. So a plate of spaghetti covered in chili, covered in cheese, and then it has fried jalapeno bites on top. It's about 8 pounds of food, and he just shovels it into his mouth. Okay, it goes so fast that they're like, you have an hour to eat it. He did it in like 8 minutes. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, it's as if it was just a trough and he just ate it. I'm like, he's an insane skill level, but at the same time, it's like,
when I was a teenager, there was a time at like a barbecue that I ate 16 hot dogs. I was a teenager. I had like the bottomless pit syndrome. And now, I think last week I ate like 4 hot dogs and I was like disgusted with myself. I was like, why did I eat so many? What the fuck happens when you're old, you know?
I think it comes with the knowledge of knowing what goes into a hot dog. Like, it's all anuses and beaks, right?
Deadass.
And you're like, I'm surprised that it's that good, but at the same time, like, if you go to Costco, it's so good. Like, you get a Costco hot dog and you're like, I'm good for the day, right? If you get 2 Costco's hot dog, you're like, I'm a king. Like, I am at that level where I can't be touched by peasants, right? You're like, I have a membership card, get fucked. So.
Still one of my favorite, like, history of business stories ever is during the pandemic, the like Costco was considering raising their prices, and they're like, we're going to raise the price of the hot dog, and the CEO was like, I'll fucking kill you.
Oh, yeah, he's like, I will fucking kill you. That, his response, it was the CEO. The CEO said we should raise the price of the hot dogs, and he's like, and so the guy who's the top is the president, and he goes, I will fucking kill you if you touch that price. And you're showing, bro.
That's a man who grew up poor. That's what that is.
No,
like, that's a man who was like...
It's not even that. That's a fucking man. He's like, no, it's a fucking hot dog for $1.50 and you get a drink for free. Yeah. You know that we don't even have a chicken bake up here? And I'm like, bro, the chicken bake is top here.
Yeah.
I know.
I love the idea of, like, we finally get around to eating the rice, and then we get to the president of Costco. We're like, wait. He gets the hot dog to $1.50. Leave him alone.
Yeah, he would be the guy who runs the guillotine. He's like, I told you, don't raise the price. I'll fucking kill you.
French Revolution while talking about making a Napoleon dish.
I'm 100% sure if you sniff some glue, you would throw down 20 hot dogs and 10. Like, that's probably accurate. Like, that's like smelling salts for guys at the gym. You're like, guys at a buffet are like, some glue. All right, let's eat this buffet, baby. Like, that's a fair comparison. Yeah, it's
considered doping.
It's definitely considered doping. Anyways,
everybody who sniffed glue said it did make them hungry. I've never personally sniffed it. I just like the sound of my name or my little YouTube name.
It's a cute rhyme, sniffing glue 22. You know,
it's a great name. The only thing I've ever done was I was in a machine shop with a tow motor running all day, which runs on propane, but we didn't have good ventilation, so I kept on smelling the exhaust. So by the end of the day, like, every move that I made, like, my head was just poundingly painful. Like, every move, I'd be like, oh god. I just had to sit still for hours. It was
and this is from propane.
Propane exhaust. Yeah. What is it? Gas. Poisoning or propane poisoning or something like that.
I don't know. Whatever, but
I fucking stuff. Like, you've been around propane all day, you come out, God damn it, Bobby, my head.
Bobby, my head hurts. Yeah, that's fine.
Now, Atlas, before we
Bobby,
take off or whatever, I gotta say this was a really good dish, and I'm actually very surprised that, like, one of the most notorious dictators in the world this was his favorite meal, because I always felt like to be a dictator you had to have, like, been around, like, bland dishes and you're like, I gotta conquer the world, I gotta find something better. Because, like, if I ate this and I was in charge of, like, a country, I'd be like, we're good, man. Like,
why do we gotta do
solid? Like, let's just go. Fuck, let's just go home. I'm tired. I'm going to sit on the couch and watch TV.
Napoleon had that ambition, right? He came from nothing, and he wanted to conquer the entire world, and then Russia was like, nah, son, we'll burn down the entire country so you don't.
Which Russia has done like 7 times. Russian has done like 7 times. It's like, listen, we'll burn it down. Okay, which you're like, I kind of respect it, but
it's the winters there, man. It's the winters.
Napoleon, Hitler. I'm trying to remember the other times they've done it, because they've done it more than 3 times, I think. The scorched earth thing.
Mongols, Genghis Khan, like it is definitely one of those places where they're like, listen, you don't want this because we hate it here, and there's, like, that's how Russia's like, listen, if you want it, you can come try and get it, but we fucking hate it here, so we'll burn it down first before we give it away. Like I kind of
ancestors, baby.
Yeah, that's it. So the Greek gods had money, and they were never happy. Yeah, but they also probably had diabetes. So let's be honest. That's probably
also a good point.
That's the other thing, baklava. Like, how does you want to conquer the rest of the world when you have baklava?
I made them all shaky with sugar, and they're like, "I had some baklava. Let's go kill some people." Right?
But by the time that you get lined up, you're crashing.
Like realistically, with the amount of sugar contained in some Greek dishes, you can imagine how much peeing they had to do. They're like, "I just ate a bunch of sugar. I'm like, I gotta pee before we kill these people." Which,
yeah, that's why the 300 was bullshit. They weren't fucking ripped. Just had this solid chiseled chest. Get the fuck out of here.
Interestingly enough, that I believe it was Plato or Socrates was like, I know why the Spartans don't fear death. It's because I've tried their cuisine, because they eat like a barley stew is the main staple, and it's like soup. It's very like healthy, but it tastes like shit.
Really?
Yeah. So it's very hearty and good for you, but like. They're like, you don't need spices. And you're like, well, you can have a little spice. They're like, no. And you're just like, oh, that's why they don't fear death, because they eat that shit. So it's one of those
Where
things.
was Sparta, per se? Like, where was it located?
It would have been it's the south. So where Greece is, the hand that sticks out at the bottom? Of course you don't. So the south of Greece.
The southwest, right?
Yes.
France?
Yeah.
Spain?
That's the funny thing is, like, I've been to Thermopylae, and there's a monument. I have it on my Facebook where I even posed like this right in front of it. It was kind of awesome because you're just like, bro, you look at the landscape and you're going, there's a good chance this hasn't changed, and this is a fucking mental case to defend. And you're just like, nah, man, Persians were fucked by the time they landed. It was great. So
that's something we should try too, Dino, is like ancient countries like cuisines at some point. I'd be interested in that. Doing something like that.
Yeah, we could definitely look at that. Look at it. There's a lot of recipes. Also, too, I have been talking with some friends that do a lot of baking. They are camera shy, but I'm like, listen, I'll be on camera. You can yell at me, but we might do that as well. And then I'll be drinking and cooking as well. But it will be we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So
there's time you get your ass cooking on this show.
Listen, bro, don't tempt me. I'll cut you. Okay. Also, when I cook, it's going to be like for 9 people, and it's going to take like 2 hours. And then afterward, people are just going to be like, I'm so good.
Have you guys, like, had Dino do the cooking, or is it always Cole?
I don't really have the facility to do cooking, really. Right? Like, we have a shared kitchen with my in-laws, but it's like they are more important. So we usually, we'll cook really fast and bring it down. Like, I can't really take over. I did some smoking of stuff, and like I recorded some videos, but I'm like, it's just too much.
I think I saw that on like your Instagram or something.
Yeah, I did a few of them, but it was mostly during I was just learning how to smoke stuff, and now I'm like, okay, now I know what I'm doing, so now I want to do some more cool stuff. But it's also like, so we've done everything and prepared everything. I put it in the smoker, and now we're gonna wait for 7 hours. And while you're doing that, just read a book, and that's not as entertaining, I'll tell you. But
I mean, and I gotta be honest with you, cooking and alcohol for me keeps the depression away. So it's a good medium for me right now.
If anything, you don't have diabetes yet, so it'll work.
Give it a year.
In the meantime, this has been Hammered and Cheese. I'm Dino the Genetic Marvel. You can find me anywhere here. Sniffing Glue 22, and as well Atlas Novack, who I also co-host, and Cole is on almost every week. And we do Generation Dan, which is we talk about generation differences and why young people are so shit, which is just factual. Anytime you deal with them, they're the worst. It's
I think the funniest part is as that show continues to get older and we get older, it'll just eventually be me coming to your side as time goes on.
Progressively, he needs to be like, you know what? We got to get rid of these immigrants. And you're like, all right, he's on. That's it. It's already turned tide. So, anyways, everyone, this has been Hammered and Cheese, Napoleons Gnocchi. Have a wonderful evening. We will be back and maybe making carbonara. We're going to do all sorts of stuff. So, have a wonderful evening. We'll see you later.